Today I'm going to tell you about camping. Camping is an outdoor activity involving overnight stays away from home shelters such as a tent. Camping became popular among leaders in early 20th century. With time, it grew more democratic and varied. Modern campers frequent publicly owned natural resources such as national and state parks, wilderness areas, and commercial campgrounds. Camping is a key part of many youth organizations around the world, such as Scouting, which use it to teach both self-reliance and teamwork. The history of recreational camping is often traced back to Thomas Hiram Holding, a British traveling trailer, but it was actually first popularized in the UK on the River of Thames. By the 1880s, large numbers of visitors took part in the pastime, which was connected to the late Victorian craze for pleasure boating. The early camping equipment was very heavy, so it was convenient to transport it by boat or to use craft that was converted into tents. Safety tips on camping. Choose the right shelter and site. To reserve the right type of shelter and campground site, consider your age, physical limitations, and medical needs, as well as those of everyone else in your group. Different amenities are available if you are staying in a tent compared to a cabin or RV, so plan accordingly as to what gear you'll need based on your site choice. For example, camping in a cabin provides you with full beds and bunk beds, while sleeping in a tent will require you to bring an air mattress, sleeping bag, or other accommodations. Although RVs and cabins offer more amenities and safety compared to tents, about 60% of campers still report opting for tent camping. Stay up to date with the weather. Make sure to keep an eye on the weather forecast before your trip. As we all know, weather can change within the hour, which means it's essential to pack for inclement weather such as rain, snow, high heat, and humidity. About 33% of campers plan trips 1 month in advance to be proactive. Pack and store food safely. Leaving food out on the picnic tables or anywhere not secure can increase your chances of attracting into wildlife. To prevent unwanted confrontations with an animal, pack your food in tight, waterproof containers and store them in an insulated cooler. To avoid food-borne illness, wash your hands and separate raw from cooked meals. 1 in 6 Americans get sick from contaminated food every year, so make sure you're following proper food safety practices. Practice campfire safety. Fires within your campground site should be at least 15 feet from tent walls, shrubs, and trees. It's important to keep your fire small and contained in a designated area like a fire pit. You should also never leave a fire unattended. Always keep a water bucket nearby and put the fire out before leaving or going to sleep. Make sure to drown all the embers, not just the red ones. Use insect protection. To protect yourself from mosquitoes, ticks, and other insects, use insect repellent that doesn't dissolve easily in water. Make sure you check for ticks daily, especially in unsuspecting areas of your body. It's also recommended to wear long sleeve shirts and long pants when hiking to avoid direct contact with insects. After a hike or any outdoor activity, place your clothes in the dryer for at least 10 minutes on high heat to kill any ticks that may have come home on your clothing. How to set up a campsite. Select your site. Find the flattest land available and keep water drainage in mind. A level area can make cooking a little easier, and having your tent on flat ground could help you get a lot more comfortable night's sleep. You'll also want an area that is free of vegetation and roots. Campers normally prefer an area that is covered by trees because of the shade they provide and their ability to block damaging winds. When camping among them, be aware of limbs directly overhead and keep your distance from dead or dying specimens. Tent and food setup. Tents can be used for more than just sleeping space. They can also be used as a place to store unpacked gear and aid in giving you shelter from poor weather. Cooking around the fire is a huge part of camping experience, but there are some things to remember when doing so. First, you should always cook downwind. When you are finished, all of your extra food should be at least 200 feet from camp, stored in a bare bag and hung up approximately 10 to 12 feet in a tree. These bags are designed to hang food out of reach of wildlife. Disposal setup. Set up a bathroom area no less than 200 feet away from camp. Also make sure to designate a place for trash, making cleanup similar at the end of your trip. Campfire setup. When setting up your campfire, consider wind direction and protection. Maintain a 15-foot radius clear of wood to prevent unintentional fires. Thanks for watching this Adventurous Kids episode.